Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about one course which I am teaching at the university right now, which is called Effective Academic Writing Number 3. So this course's focus is more on the essay writing, the writing process, and Unit 1 is talking about the 5 paragraph essay writing. So let's get started, everyone. Okay, so let's talk about the writing process, the general writing process. Okay, um, so in general writing process, we usually have 3 stages, 3 key stages. Stage number 1 is called brainstorming, where you try to get more and more ideas out um, about one particular topic which you are going to write about. And stage number 2 is about arrangement or outlining, which you try to put your idea into the correct order or in the right sequence. And the last stage is called writing and revision, which is usually contain 3 parts: first draft, second draft, and final draft. So let's go detail about these 3 important stages in general writing process. So stage number 1, brainstorming, usually the accumulation of the ideas and the information to support or explain what you want to say. So again, in this stage, you try to get as much idea as you can about one particular topic which you are going to write about in your essay writing. And in stage number 2 is called arrangement or outlining. In this stage, you try to put your idea into the correct order or sequence after you brainstorm it. And the last stage is called writing and revision, which contain 3 parts in here, which contain the first draft, second draft, and final draft. So that these are the 3 key components of the general writing process: brainstorming, arrangement, and writing and revision. Let's look at the example of the C statement. So in the essay writing, we use the term thesis statement instead of topic sentence. So what is a thesis statement? A thesis statement is an umbrella which cover the whole essay writing, which cover the main point in your essay writing. So it's an umbrella which cover your whole essay writing. Let's look at the thesis statement in here. So the accelerating population, the increasing number of people will be devastating to the world. Okay, and usually in this part, you have to include your supporting paragraph 1 with specific evidence. So there are 3 supporting paragraphs with specific evidence. So the first supporting paragraph example is the worldwide starvation, which means people in every part of the world do not have enough food to eat, and you can come up with specific evidence. That's why we have food distribution to the other part of the world, especially third world country. And you got your second supporting paragraph, which is about environment destruction, whether it's water pollution, air pollution, any kind of pollution, and you can come up with the specific evidence pollution. Okay, and the third supporting paragraph is you can talk about the lack of space to live and play. Then you can come up with specific evidence. It's more about psychological problem. you have problem with your mental. Okay, so again, in after you write your statement, you can come up with 3 supporting paragraph and with different uh, topic sentence with specific evidence, different specific evidence to back up your topics sentence in each supporting paragraph. Let's move on the 5 paragraph essay writing. So the question is, what is the 5 paragraph essay writing? But before we talk about the what the definition of what is the 5 paragraph essay writing, let's talk about the definition of what is an essay. Right? So an essay is a form of composition, a form of writing, which the writer, you, analyze or interpret a subject, a topics, usually involving your personal interpretation experience. So I repeat, an essay is a form of writing which you as a writer analyze or interpret a topic by involving your personal experience in it. That is an essay writing. Whereas a 5 paragraph essay writing is a form of writing which contains 5 paragraphs. 1 is in the introduction, 3 is in the body paragraph, and 1 is in the concluding paragraph. That's why we call it a 5 paragraph essay writing. Okay, let's move on to the key components part of the essay. So most essays are divided into 3 basic sections like burger. The first one is called the introduction, the second one is the body, and the last one is the conclusion. So these are the 3 key components of most essay writing. So let's talk about the introduction. So what should you write in the introduction, or what should you do in the introduction paragraph? So your introduction should have the number 1, the attention getter, or I call it the attention grabber, which means you can give a statement, or you can write a sentence or statement which can capture the interest of the reader. So the one statement that you make the reader interested in the writing more and more, they want to read more. That's the attention getter. Number 2 is called the assist statement. So assist statement of the most important point to be discussed. So what is the assist statement? As I mentioned earlier, assist statement is the umbrella of the whole essay, which state about the most important point or the key point of the whole essay writing. That is assist statement. And number 3 is a brief summary of the main topics of each supporting paragraph. So remember, every supporting paragraph must have a short summary of the main topics. Okay, that's what you should do in the introduction paragraph. So number 1, attention getter. Number 2, the assist statement, and the last one is a brief or a short summary of the main topics. Okay, let's look at the example of the introduction paragraph. So the first statement should be the attention getter or attention grabber. So throughout history, population growth has increased dramatically from 2 billion in 1930 to 4 billions 48 years later. That is the attention grabber or attention getter. And then the consequences of the accelerating or increasing population growth can already be seen and will be even more destructive or devastating in the future. And that is this statement. If this kind of growth continue, it will result in worldwide starvation, destruction of environment, and literally no room to breathe. So you can see in here is that in the introduction paragraph, there are three key components. The first one is attention getter from throughout history until dramatically, and then the statement, the consequences until the future. That is the attention. That is the statement, and the last one is the from if until breathe is a short summary of the main topics. So that is an example of the introduction paragraph. Let's move on to the body paragraph. So the question is, how many parts does the body paragraph consist of? So the body paragraph of the 5-paragraph essay writing usually consists of 3 supporting paragraphs, 3 main supporting paragraphs. Okay, and they are usually arranged in a logical way to develop the main ideas. So make sure you put it in the logical way, in the right sequence, so that you can develop your main ideas. I repeat, in the 5-paragraph essay writing, the main body paragraph consists of 3 supporting paragraphs. Okay, and they are usually arranged or put in a logical way to develop your main ideas. So each paragraph of the main body of the essay is being controlled by its own topics. So each supporting paragraph of the main body paragraph has its own topic statement. So each paragraph is being controlled by its own topic statement. Okay, and it focuses on one aspect of the thesis statement and expand on each point with support facts, details, and examples. That is the important thing. Okay, let's talk about the characteristic of the body paragraph. So what is a good part of what is the main characteristic of the body paragraph? So the body paragraph should have 3 key components. Number 1 is unified, number 2 is developed, and number 3 is coherence. So your main body paragraph should be unified, which means you need to focus on expanding one central ideas. That's called the thesis statement from the thesis statement. And the main body paragraph should develop using example. So you must include your example, quotes, detail to provide a clear and complete treatment of the subject, of the topics itself. And the last one is coherence. When we're talking about coherence in the essay writing, we're talking about the flow of the ideas itself. So the main body paragraph should be coherent, which means you should follow an order line of thinking or thought from sentence to sentence and from paragraph to paragraph. So these are the key component of the main body paragraph. Number 1, it should be unified. Number 2, it should be developed by using the supporting quotes. And the last one, it should be coherence, which means your idea should be in order or in the right sequence. Right, let's take a look at the supporting paragraph. So as I mentioned earlier, in the 5-paragraph essay writing, we have 3 supporting paragraph. Okay, but let's take a look at just one supporting paragraph. Okay, or supporting paragraph number 1. So if population growth continues at its present rate, it will put enormous pressure on world food supplies. So what is that? That is the topic statement of supporting paragraph 1. Okay, the result will be hunger and starvation on a massive scale. So the result will be the lack of food, on a really large scale in the world. So in the future, according to one expert, the production of cereal grain must be doubled, animal production quadrupled, and fruits and vegetables tripled. The probability of accomplishing such goal is not high, given the vagaries of weather and the difficulty of raising sufficient capital to finance such effort. So you can see in this example, this first supporting paragraph, it contained a topic statement, and it's followed by the explanation and elaboration, and then it's followed by the quote or the citation from the other article. Okay, so you can use it to back up your topic statement. That's why the first supporting paragraph in the main body is being controlled by the topic statement. It's topic statement. Okay, let's move on to the conclusion or concluding paragraph. So the conclusion draw together the ideas and information presented in the essay. It summarizes or restates the main ideas, argument, or findings. So what we do in the concluding paragraph, we usually summarize, keep it short. We summarize the key important ideas, the key ideas from the whole essay writing, the introduction and the main body. And you restate your main ideas from the whole essay writing. The conclusion is a very important, part of the essay writing, or we can say it's the last impression of the reader has on the essay. So whether your essay is remarkable or not, it also relies on your conclusion or concluding paragraph. Let's talk about the conclusion. What should you do in the concluding paragraph? So in your concluding paragraph, you should give a clear answers or restatement of the answers to the central question, to the main question. You should summarize the key points in your essay writing, and you should repeat the key information and argument and points out what the evidence suggests. So these points are really important in your concluding paragraph. This is what you should do. Without these, your concluding paragraph might be meaningless, and the reader might not consider your writing to be a remarkable essay writing. Let's take a look at the example of the concluding paragraph. So you can see, to sum up is the signal word. So to sum up, unchecked population growth is the most serious problem humanity faces today. That first sentence is a quick, a short, it's a topic sentence of the concluding paragraph. Hunger and starvation, environmental destruction, and increasing human tension and irritability, these are the certain results if we are not able to solve it. So that is a warning, a warning of what is going to happen, and it's also a short summary of the whole essay writing. Right, everyone, that should be all about the 5-paragraph essay writing. So to sum up, the 5-paragraph essay writing contain 1 paragraph in introduction, 3 paragraph in the main body paragraph, and 1 is in the concluding paragraph. Right. I think that should be all. So leave your comment below if you have any suggestion or concern regarding the 5-paragraph essay writing, everyone. Thank you so much.